and welcome back to the Blade of Akai channel. You are watching Star Citizens, and season's greetings to you all. In this video we are taking a look at the Drake Herald. In the last episode we took a look at the Drake Caterpillar, so we're staying on the Drake theme today. This is an info runner ship, apparently supposed to be used for transporting information, hence all of these data banks alongside the ship. The intention is that this ship is pretty damn fast and can get itself out of most scrapes. However, as intended by CryEngine, it's invariably likely you're going to enter into some scrapes, and as such you've been equipped with a couple of size 1 bulldogs, and at the front here we've got a size 3 gimbal sporting a size 2 Badger. Now, there was argument, I believe, on Facebook that the Drake Herald, can't really maneuver quickly enough so using this without a gimbal is not a good plan. However, whenever I use it, I lock the gimbal anyway, just because I find it easier that way with this ship. That said, if I'm going to lock the gimbal, I might as well replace the gimbal with a bigger gun. Now, as you can see, it's a bare bones ship really. You've got a cockpit, you've got some space in the middle, you've got these data storage bits, and these two massive engines or thrusters. It's all about the straight line speed, this thing. You do have some missiles, and by way of such we've got some size 1 THCN Task Force 1s. I'm not sure what kind of missile they are, however they are there. So now it's time to get in the ship, which I believe we do from this side. So that's pretty swift movement there by the door and the ladder. We've got some issues in climbing the ladder. Let's try again. Okay, that's a bit odd. That wasn't doing that earlier. That's better. Okay, I just did a little jump there and it negated the problem. So in here we have the cockpit, and basically we've got this support seat here. We've got a button on the wall here, which when I hover over it, there we go, close, and that closes the door for us. But I'm gonna reopen that one and you'll see why in a bit. So up front we've got the cockpit, and as you can see it's all pretty much this kind of industrial exposed mechanics and gubbins kind of look that Drake go for. We've got a gun rack here by the looks of it, and we've got plenty of server stuff going on. Same over this side. Let's get in the pilot seat quickly. Fairly swift in and out there with the pilot seat. And we have the Drake lady talking away there. As with the Caterpillar, we've got these readouts. They're similar screens, however they are in a slightly different configuration, but we still have the same problem with the kind of the ship overview and the targeting screens, in that you have to be pretty much fully zoomed in to be able to make them out in any way at all. When you're zoomed out, they're not really very readable, at least on 1080p. I would advise that those are either brought forward or made bigger. Let's do something with them, because right now you can't see them, and I don't believe the intention is to have overlays on the HUD. I think this is what they intend us to look at. Anyway, this ship is supposed to be sporting one of the best views out of the cockpit, or visibilities out of the cockpit currently to date, and as you can see, This is the full extent right now, but you've got all of this lovely screen space here, and it's a pretty open side screen either side. Yes, you've got some A-pillar stuff going on. Unfortunately, that's not something we can get away with. And then obviously down here in the quarter panels, we can't really see out of those too well because there's a lot of stuff in the way. Anyway, that's enough of the pilot seat. Let's get out of here. There we go. That ejects us nicely. We've got some screen glitches going on here. I don't know why. I haven't seen this until I've started recording this today. I have had a crack at trying to do this video a couple of times, but things have gotten in the way. Anyway, we've got this support seat, which I guess would be doing shield management. Maybe some other functionality. It looks like there's some other screens here to do other stuff. Maybe to do with the data storage. Who knows? We will not know until, you know, that stuff comes live. However, that said, it could be that the data storage stuff might be an implied in-game mechanic rather than something you actually physically do and interact with the ship. Who knows at this point in time? They may have said that they're going to do that with this ship. I don't know. I must have missed that one. If they did say that, even if they did say that, that's still subject to change. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, it's something you actually physically have to do, which keeps that kind of realism level right up there. And let's pop out of this seat now, and let's about turn, because there's another button on the wall right here, but I'm not going to show you that one just yet. We're going to take a look back here. We've got a can, essential for a ship like this, and we've got a sink and a bed, but we've just got the one bed, two functions in the ship. Okay, so I guess really this is intended to be a single person ship then, really, unless I guess you have to do shift work on the beds. Perhaps. We shall have to see. Again, we've got more of this kind of industrial look to the back here, lots of this lagging, which looks really good, adds to that immersion level. So let's take a look at this button. What does it do? Let us operate it. The ship has just moved. Why is that? Well, if we pop out through here, we can now see that the ship is propping itself up on this antenna panel, I would call that, because this is an info ship, an info runner ship. We have the ability to, I guess, send and receive information, and this is part of the I guess part of the array to do that, but also I think there's an element of this to be used with scanning for other ships in the local vicinity as well. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it's kind of a dual use kind of thing, I think. Anyway, as you can see right now, the ship is sporting a minor glitch with its operating software, in that it doesn't know when it's landed, and therefore, because it doesn't know when it's landed, it doesn't know to not open this panel when you press that button inside. Now, a bug has been raised on this, but some person had commented on that bug, saying marking it invalid, in fact, and saying that they, you know, if a person doesn't know how to use the ship, then they're stupid or childish. And I just think, well, no, you're wrong. If you build a ship like this and you've got panels like this that operate on a button, you would have a sensor that would block the operation of that panel. Yeah, you're wrong. Anyway, this is the Drake Herald. One thing I want to say about this ship is it looks an awful lot like the command module, certainly from the back end, the command module on the Caterpillar. I did mention it on the Caterpillar video, but the twin engine kind of deal going on here looks very similar. So as such, I'm going to attempt to get a Herald and a Caterpillar spawned at the same time and put them side by side if I can. Okay, so I have now spawned a Caterpillar, and what I need to do is just quickly position this here, hopefully without without damaging the ship. Now, this is quite a fiddly maneuver. Here we go. Right, now I need to gently bring it back. Like so. And if we look here, whoa, are they similar size? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure right now. Let's see if we can... Oh no, the ship's moving. So we're about level with it. Yeah, and if we look here, I don't know, it's hard to tell from here actually. But they are quite similar, but ever so slightly different. So no, actually, if you look at the thruster on the Caterpillar command module, it's got the same kind of little kind of heat dissipation vanes, I guess, around the outside. So it is looking pretty similar. And yeah, the size looks about there. If I can bring it in just a little bit closer without causing catastrophe. Yeah, they're looking pretty similar. They've got the same kind of pipes coming in and out of them. They may have been rescaled ever so slightly, but essentially it's the same engine. So what you've got going on with the command module is you've got the same engine clusters by the looks of it. Is the back end a part of the chassis the same? No, it looks quite different from there. So it looks like basically the kind of the engine has been plonked inside the chassis of the command module. So that's where the differences arise. But it's the same engine. I'm pretty much convinced it's the same double thruster kind of configuration. Anyway, that was just a quick look at the comparison between the Herald and the Caterpillar. Whoa, flying around ultra quick. There we go. So yeah, there's your big cousin, I guess, is what you could call it. Anyway, I think that about sums up this video. Combat wise, the Herald, you know, it is a little bit underpowered. You've got two size 1s and a size 2. You've got the ability to shove a size 3 up front if you've got the equipment. So, you know, it has some capability against those kinds of people that are going to be interdicting you in this ship, and pretty much the only people that are going to be able to do that are going to be those in pretty fast ships. So you're looking at the 350R, the M50 Interceptor. I don't know about the Razor. I don't know if it's equipped with any guns or not. But arguably that is a contender if it is going to have ordnance or, you know, some kind of fighting capability. Anyway, I hope you liked this one. If you did, don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye bye for now.